Hello everyone, my name is Free Tech Studios, also known as Never Miss, and welcome to the AOR Hype Energy F1 League, F4 League, and we're here at round 4 of Azerbaijan. And unfortunately, the other competitor Luke is unable to make it today due to reasons, and so it's just me for tonight. So I'm flying solo, as people would say. Let's get everything set it up, and I think we'll be ready to go. So as we see, we've got a lot of drivers. Oh, there we go. So we've got drivers out already. Blast off, if I'm correct, it's been quite a long time ago now. Vicstar, I think Vicstar won the Chinese Grand Prix a few weeks ago, which is very brilliant. But the question is, who will win in Azerbaijan? Because it's still kind of mixed, I think, with winners. But we'll definitely see, as everyone else is now head out for qualifying. And we have a lot out right now. Mainly, maybe the others might be waiting until everyone's finished. So we have 16 drivers tonight for the F4 League. Just hearing my microphone's working. Don't know if it's working. Yep, my mic's working. Cool. I think anytime soon people will be starting to make their laps. I think we got our first one in the McLaren. It's Fandy, who's in the McLaren tonight, starting his hot lap. Or is he going in the pits? Nope, he's going in the pits. We have a few starting now. We have Vicstar, last race's winner for a few weeks back. Here we go. To the first corner. Doing actually quite okay here. Into the next corner here, and managed to get that exit just fine. I think I saw a bit of a slip, but managed to do okay. Jompalainen in Williams into that corner, doing okay as well. And it's very difficult who's going to be getting pole, because Azerbaijan is very mixed for drivers in different leagues, because from one league to another there's always surprises that happen every single corner, which is amazing. Well, of course it's F1 esports. I mean, what am I talking about? So, but here we have, going into Vicstar's point of view, I think he's in sector 2 already. About to head over to sector 3 any second now as he goes into this corner. Here he comes into sector 3. Last few corners now, and then he's going to be on the easy home straight. And he'll be getting his time right at the end. What makes the F4 League special is that there's no assists whatsoever, which I wouldn't be able to be part of. And there's Vicstar's time, 1:38.0. Pretty good so far. Who's next up? Oh, we have more times coming up. Jompalainen with a 1:38.1. Oh, it's Limbodu with a 1:38.004, which is the best time so far, but we've got to see what other people are going to do. We have more people finishing times. We've got Jorkin Geordie with a 1:37.7. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What a great time. We have Professional with 1:38.3. Pedro with a 1:38.6. Tough to handle with a 1:38.9. Ace has name with a 139.0 and advanced level with a 147.5. As everyone is making their way through all these corners, maybe going to the pits or maybe making another lap. But here we go, finally making his lap around around Azerbaijan, the perfect track for street racing, my favourite street race track, of course. And let's hope he does well, otherwise he's going to be in the mids, maybe. He doesn't do the corners just right, but if he does well. The professional has retired already. That must be, and Hipari, it must be that final corner, I think, from the third sector. And what the heck is going on? Yeah, it's that corner. Professional's gone in that corner. And Undefined has gone up to 7th place with 138.7. And Bayrak with a 138.75 as well. Just under the Toro Rosso driver there. He does improve soon. On to Schnitzel, going to the finish straight, maybe starting his time. And I think another driver just did it for the time. Yanda has done a 140.6. Missed that, missed them out. Sorry. Letting Saba through here. Starting his flying lap around the Azerbaijan circuit in Sector 1 so far at the moment. Quite round around the corners. With my finishing Sector 2 any time soon, maybe. And hopefully he'll get a good time, which I think he might do a good time. I hope he does. He's a good driver, especially from China, back from a few weeks ago. But some of you guys may be wondering where the heck we were in the last few weeks. Well, due to the due to timings and everything with the F1 happening in USA and Mexico, we weren't able to. We didn't want to overlap with of course that race. So instead, we decided to just take a little break and just wait until there's no F1 Grand Prix left. So this week there's no F1 Grand Prix, so we got this now. We got the stream now, which is great. And Schnitzel with the time with a 138.4. Tequilo starting his time. Well, just started his time in Sector 2 now. I think it was just behind Schnitzel, I think, or just ahead of Schnitzel. But also this, all the F1 League streaming that's happening right now is sponsored by Elgato Gaming. If you want to get yourself a good old game capture to record your PS4, Xbox One with, I highly recommend Elgato. They're really good guys. I think the least favourite corner, the last corner that Tequila just went past in Sector 3. I think that's like the least favourite corner every driver in F1 esports dislikes. It's just the fact with the worn out tyres and everything, you usually get like really slippery. A bit like El Rouge in Belgium. It's a bit like that, in my opinion, but more, you know, advanced. But just to add as well, to Kilo with a 138.4, putting him up to 6th place position. Just doing a mic check again. Let's just see, my mic's a bit unreliable. But here is Vicstar in the Ferrari, making, hopefully to set a new time. Jock and Geordie so far at the top with a 137.7. Slow Move Dude, 2nd place with 138.0, and from 3rd is Vicstar with 138.06. Basically, what these guys have to do now to get the fastest lap is get basically lower than a 137.7, like around maybe 0.6 or 0.5. That could give them the spot, but just. But as I say, this is a hard track to do, as it is Formula 1. And for those who are new to the league, well, welcome, of course. And also, if you are interested if you are interested in joining the league, after all these races are finished, there will be confirmation of soon. There'll be some confirmation of season 17, season 17 and everything, and there'll be sign-ups that'll happen on Twitter. But unfortunately, it's too late to sign up for now, I think. And but hold on to your horses in the next few weeks, maybe until we get up to Abu Dhabi. Oh, but Vicstar's got a 137.3, and Pedro's got a 137.4. Nice, but yeah, to those who are new, hold on to your horses, and you know, there's a lot to go through with sign-ups. Got to do all these evaluation races and everything. I was going to do one, but I ended up as a commentator, which is great. Love commentating. But 2 new times have just been updated. We've got Vicstar with a 137.3 and Pedro with 137.4. That's actually quite brilliant time so far. It's all up to... Oh, and Jon Palainen has actually improved his time as well. And the Williams with 137.9. He's now in the pits. And I think Johnny might want to improve his time anytime soon. Maybe in this bit. Because he is just running top. I think he's not going to improve it because... Yeah, he's slowing down. We've got Undefined doing a time. Going around the last corner as well. If he's hopefully going in or not. Yeah, he's going in. 4 minutes 30 seconds to go until the end of the quali. Everyone's done flying laps in ultra soft tyres. And we have seen a mix of tyres back at China. We've got some soft tyres and ultra softs back at China, but everyone's gone for ultra softs this time. There we go. But this is by leader. It's very mixed. Pedro is actually quite close with. Gee whiz, very close there. 6th for the second. 600th for the second, very close. And we've got tough to handle at the moment with that outlap at the moment, so we're just going to have a nice little camera here as he's on his outlap. So guys, whoever's joining in right now, welcome to the F4 PS4 League. At the moment we have according to the times, we have very tight times right now. We got Vicstar at the top with a 137.3 and Pedro with 137.4. Pedro was very close to get the fastest lap. but not quite, as you can see from the gap is right there, as you can see on the screens right now. Very close indeed. And we're about to see Tough to Handle making another hot lap or flying lap around Azerbaijan. And also, if you want to contact or make any comments about today's race, be sure to comment down on in the live comments. I will be hopefully reading them. If not, I do apologise. Tough to Handle has retired from the session. I think he didn't improve his time, which is quite unfortunate. But we have 6 drivers out now after Tough to Handle's retirement from the quali now. We have Jon Palainen, Slimbo Dudes. Oh, Tequila's came out, Undefiant's out, Bayrek's out, Kaliander's out, and Advanced Apple's out, and they're both, and Kaliander's and Advanced Apple's on super soft tyres. This could give them advantage because they could start on super soft if they improve the time, maybe. But I think everyone's going to come out now. This is now 1 minute 37 seconds remain. So this is one last chance for a lot of drivers out who have just got out. Just about to start. Here comes Jon Palainen, who's about to hopefully, yep, not entering the pits. Did it right. Jon Palainen about to start his flying lap around Azerbaijan, and during that first corner, he just hopes to improve his time this time. Otherwise, he's not going to get that pole. Big Star and Pedro and Jogi Jodi are on their outlap, so hopefully they want to improve their times and hopefully get the pole. They'll be wanting for, but Victor at the moment is taking that pole unless no one else improves their time. We head over to Advanced Apple. Matt about to start his lap. We've got Kaliander to start his lap as well. In sector 2 at the moment, about to head over to sector 3. Jon Palainen in sector 2 right now. Hopefully, he's just got to pray for him to get a faster time. Otherwise, he's not going to improve. Because I think this is everyone's last chance. Undefined has made a new time of a 1:37.9. He has another time. He has more time. Another chance to do a lap, and Undefined's gone. I don't think he can do any more. And here comes Jon Palainen. Could he make an improved time? Could he make an improved time? I don't know if he can make it. And there we go, Jon Palainen with a 1:37.7. It's not going to improve just yet, but Slimbo has a chance as well with a 1:38.0. Could he improve his time to get pole? Here he comes across the line here any second. No! Oh yes he did! A 1:37 dot on the dot! Slimbo Dude with the pole at the moment. It all comes down to Victor and Pedro. Otherwise, they are not going to get pole tonight. So here comes Victor coming around the last corner. I think what he needs to get here is a 1:36. This could not be possible, maybe. But this is an exciting qualifying at the moment. So here comes Victor after the final corner. Could he improve his time? This is the question that everyone has been waiting for. No, he can't improve his... Oh no, he can't just... He has improved it, but couldn't get the faster time. Could Pedro? No, I don't think he can. No, it's too late for him. And I think we have... yeah, that's it, everyone. That's quali done. The most exciting quali I have seen so far. Brilliant quali. Brilliant quali. So we're just got to wait for the players to load up now. And I can tell you the results of the qualifying. Shocking qualifying results. Brilliant quali. So we have Slimbo 2 at the top. Followed by Victor and Pedro in the top 3. Joaquin Jordi, and Jon Palainen and Tequila from 4th to 6th. Undefined, Professional and Tough to Handle from 7th to 9th. Schnitzel, Bayrak, Kaliander, and Hansane from 10th to 13th. Advanced Apple, Frandy, and Hipari from 14th to 16th. But Frandy and Hipari has a bit of a advantage because they have no time set, and they might be able to choose which times they'll be able to get. Hopefully it goes past it. Please goes past it. Oh yeah, it does go past it. Cool. Just making sure I don't want to get this YouTube channel to get copyrighted, otherwise I'll be pooped. By now everyone's going to be setting up all their setups and everything. And basically, my question is, who is going to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix after a few weeks break from all those F1 Grand Prix? Who's going to win? That's the question. There's a lot of good drivers. Very, very, very close quali times. But who's going to get it? Who is going to get tonight's win? Well, it depends where you live. Tonight's, this morning's, this afternoon's. This is very tight, but here comes the formation lap. So we can quickly go through the drivers quickly. I always say quickly, didn't I? Go through all the drivers and see what they're on. So Slimadu's, so once again, going through the positions. Slumberdo taking pole position, followed by Victor on 2nd, Pedro in the Red Bull in 3rd, followed by Joaquin Jordi in the Haas in 4th, Jon Palainen in the Williams in 5th, followed by Tequila in McLaren in 6th. Undefined in the Toro Rosso Honda in 7th, and Professional in the Ferrari in 8th. Tough to Handle in the Mercedes in 9th, and Schnitzel in the Sauber in 10th. Bayrak in the Renault in 11th, followed by Kaliander in the Haas, also in 12th. Also in the Williams in 13th place is Hasnain, and in the other Toro Rosso Honda is Advanced Apple in 14th. Frandy 15th in the McLaren, and also last but certainly not least, Hipari late in 16th in the Mercedes. And also Slimbo's in the Force India, because is awesome. in my opinion. But everyone seems to not get any contact throughout the formation lap, which is great. That's a good start. It just depends on the first corner. I mean, wait till we get to Monaco. That's going to be a bit of a challenge for the first corner. It's going to be one of those challenging ones. I don't know if Monaco is on the calendar, but we'll see. We'll see when we cross that bridge. So, going past the final corner, I think everyone is about to, yep, everyone's ghosting. Yeah, I think everyone's kind of ghosting now, reaching the starting line. Hopefully they'll be going into their positions as well. With all these future talented F1 esports stars, hopefully some of them will get to F3 next season, maybe, and say goodbye to some and say hello to new ones from the F5, maybe, if they make better times in the evaluation race. And just gonna wait for the last driver at the back, and we'll be starting the 5 red lights. I don't see any lights. And here we go, 5 red lights. This is going to be an intense first corner. Here we go, lights out, and where we go. Everyone has gone off to a great start, no contact so far. And here we go into the first corner. Vicstar got contact there by Slimbo Dude, but unfortunately there's no damage there. There hasn't been any damage at all, which is great. And there's been oh my goodness me. What has happened here? There's been lots of contact right at the back. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see that. But something's happened. I wasn't able to see. We're going to see from stewards maybe. Unfortunately, oh, and Undefined has retired from the race. We have Jordan, I think. Oh, virtual safety car has been deployed. And tough to handle. 5 stop-and-go penalties, a big collision with Jon Palainen. I don't know what happened right at the start in the first corner. There's been a pile-up with Bayrak, Advance Apple, some other drivers. I couldn't see properly, but something happened right at the back because we were all concentrating right at the front. And due to it, I couldn't see from the distance from the front there has been contact, but something must have happened. We're going to see from the stewards maybe after this race what has happened and see, you know, what's happened. I mean, I have no idea. But virtual safety car has been released, and all the drivers have been unleashed off their leashes and are now ready to roll again after they go into Sector 3. Well, most drivers. And already in lap 1 we already lost Undefined F1 who drives the Toro Rosso. A lot of overtakes happening. And Tequilo has retired. Tequilo's retired. Oh my goodness me! Whoa, 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 whoa. 3 drivers. 4 drivers are out of the first lap of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. There's quite a lot of people going into the pits because of front wing damage. What happened in turn 1? We have a fight between Schnitzel and Frandy. In the second, as they are in the second lap, Schnitzel has a bit of advantage as he's on ultra softs and Frandy's on super softs, but also depends how their braking zones are, especially with no virtual racing line, which is so challenging. And there we go, there's a bit of a lock up there with Schnitzel and Frandy nearly hitting the barrier. And got to take a breath here because there's been quite a lot of stuff happening. As we're now down to 12 drivers, 2 people in this race will be without points. Well, a lot of them will be without points as they crash, but we're now down to a more advantage of people to get points tonight. Crazy amount of people. And I have no idea what happened in the first lap in the first corner. I have no idea. And Jochen Jordi in the Haas fighting for second place with Big Star. Actually doing quite well so far, not holding back, trying to push towards Big Star to get the second place podium. Pedro also not far away from Jordi to get the podium, so I'm thinking Pedro is desperate for a podium tonight. And as you can see from the position changes, Frandy in the McLaren has gone up 10 places from that incident right at the start. Don't really know what happened, but a lot of stuff has happened. But I think somebody is nowhere on sight. Not in the sight of Jochen Jordi, who's just overtook Vicstar. And here we go into the next corner. No contact. I thought Vicstar could have got contact there a bit, but luckily he did not get touched. Quite unfortunate for those 4 drivers from the first lap. Unfortunately, DNFing. I think Kilo Professional kind of and Jon Palainen went off in that corner where in the third sector. It's quite a pain that corner, but and there's been a yellow flag and currently Yander's out. What? Oh, is that corner over there in sector 1? What on earth is going on today? Now we're down to 11 drivers tonight. This is going to be quite crazy tonight now. We have 2 drivers who went up 10 places. Hipari Lake in 6th and Frandy up in 5th. And are both fighting for, well, 5th. Which is quite close between those 2 drivers. We also have Schnitzel not so far behind, who could take a place whilst they're fighting. also depends on their pit strategies as well. And we have Vicstar not so far behind Jock and Geordie. Could go for an overtake in the DRS zone. Into the next corner they go, and that's where the next DRS zone is. Vicstar could have a lot of high hopes now. Pedro not so far behind also may have DRS. I don't think Vicstar's actually getting close to Jock and Geordie in that straight, but I did hear the DRS going off then. And Caliendo has left the session. Well, it's on fast. Tough to handle, making the fast lap of a 142.4 in the super soft tyres. We have quite a lot on the soft tyres right now. Hipari late in the soft tyres, who actually managed to overtake Frandy. Unfortunately, I missed that. Quite unfortunate, my bad. We also have some fights happening down at the single-digit place for 8th place. Ace trying to catch up. Mercedes tough to handle. Kind of quite confusing. But tough to handle is actually maybe struggling. Maybe I don't know what's happening. But Ace is gaining the advantage here as he's not very far off the Mercedes driver who's in 8th place. Just trying to see who's actually going to have also fights happening. And Vicstar and Pedro. And Geordie's actually getting quite close to Slimbo Dude. He's less than 2 seconds away, because last time we saw Vicstar was actually quite 2 seconds away from Slimbo. Now, Jock and Geordie actually made it closer, and is actually getting more closer. And getting more and more closer. Oh my goodness me! I think we're going to might have the battle for first happening quite soon. Well, we have Slimmer Dude at first place in the Force India, the lovely pink Force India at the moment. In first place, sitting quite comfortable at the moment, but hopefully doesn't get too comfortable. Bit of slide there. There's a lot of slides there. Tough to handle, making another fast lap of a 142.2. It is very close. As you can see in the background, they are not really far from each other. There's going to be a DRS and overtaking soon between the 3 podiums. But for now, I think this has been at rest at the moment. But we've got Schnitzel not so far behind Frandy, who could overtake him anytime soon in the second sector. Maybe not in this corner, because it's a very, very narrow and very risky move to take. Especially in that corner. It's very, very risky, but looks like he's going to play it safe and not overtake him there. But he has lost a bit of time, and now it's gone up to maybe a bit of a second behind. And I think another internet issue should not happen. Vicstar not far behind Jock and Geordie for second place also. There's lots of things happening from one place to another. Vicstar still behind. Maybe having DRS has been enabled there. I saw the pressure button there. Could he get advantage, and could he catch up to Jock and Geordie? I think he might be able to do in the next corner maybe, because that is where the next DRS zone is going to happen. Very close to each of these, both DRS zones. But this is very tense, and especially for the podium as well. Pedro, I think, is out of the question at the moment. 2 seconds behind the third place podium, and Jock and Geordie is officially less than a second behind Slimbo Dude. Jock and Geordie could overtake Slimbo Dude any laps, maybe in the next 3 laps, maybe in the next 2 laps, we'll never know, but is actually getting quite close for all these 3 drivers from first to third. There's going to be maybe a podium train going to happen. Maybe Vicstar could overtake both drivers, maybe Jock and Geordie might just overtake Slimbo Dude, or maybe Vicstar might overtake Geordie and just keep Slimbo Dude in place. There is a lot of things that could happen, but we do not know, because we have not seen. I'm not sidekick whatsoever, so we do not know what's going to happen. But also, oh, that's the glitch. Great. There's a lot of opportunities that happen. Vicstar's actually not so far behind Jock and Geordie. Soon heading to be over to the next DRS zone after this final corner. And I think he's getting a lot. Yeah, he's getting a lot of advantage here from the slipstream. And here he goes, DRS enabled. He's going to try. No, he's going to go into the pits. And Bayrax has DNF'd. So now we're down to 10 drivers. Everyone's in the points. I've never seen a quite small of a race so far. Well, I've seen smaller than my races, but this is actually quite simple at the moment. We're now down to just 10 races now, as Bayrak and the Renault has just retired. I think that must be from either a crash or maybe front wing damage. But we still have 20 laps to go. As Jordi has the 4 seconds ahead of Hipari late in the Mercedes, but both Hipari and Frandy do both have a bit of advantage because they started on those tyres, on fresh tyres as well, as they set no time, and just like pinching the barriers there, maybe giving him some front wing damage. I think just some front wing. I don't know. Just a bit. Schnitzel not so far behind, tough to handle as well. There's been quite a lot of battles going on now. Vixar has kind of lost reach of Slimmerdo. Slimmerdo actually came out the pits in front of Pedro, and Vixar came out behind Pedro. So this is going to give Vixar a bit of a task to do, and Frandy's out. Frandy is out of the race. Oh, that corner as well. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, it seems to be that corner, that same exact corner that I think everyone else has crashed into. Now we're down to 9 drivers. We're now officially down to 9 drivers, and virtual safety car has been deployed. Is it me, or is this one of the craziest races I've seen so far? We're now down to 9 drivers. 7 drivers are out of the race. This is crazy. Absolute craziness. I think everyone's going to be happy tonight. There's 9 drivers. They're all going to get points, hopefully. And this is one crazy, wacky race here in Azerbaijan for the F4 League and the PS4 consoles. And Slimmer Dude, yep, virtual VSC is gone, so Slimmer Dude is now allowed to overtake Jock and Geordie. Hopefully he does do well. Hopefully he can push enough to overtake Jock and Geordie. And maybe just be able to just push just right to get to him. And I think Jock and Geordie's hit the barrier, hit the side there, just with the right rear tyre of his. But I don't think there's been any bad damage at all yet. But here we go into this corner now, and I don't think into barrier there for Slimbo. I think Jock and Geordie did the same, but I don't think there's been any bad damage at all. No, I don't see any front wing damage. So here we go, DRS enabled for Slimbo, and he's going to go for the move. Into the first corner. Oh my goodness me, and Jock and Geordie's gone wide. There's still a lot of business to do. Here we go, Slimbo might have another shot on this DRS, so he's gaining a lot on him, and he's going to go into the braking zone, and maybe have done it, but Jockey Johnny has the inside. They're neck to neck, and Slimbo just makes it ahead of him for second place. An amazing overtake there for the four-cylinder driver in the F4 League. And what's this? Pedro has entered the fray, into the mix, and has been trouble since sector 1. Don't really know. Oh, this advanced Apple, I think, may be making a mistake. but back into the fight with battle for third, battle for second, mainly battle for second now, because everyone is everyone is now just all together, and officially a battle for a podium is officially happening for Pedro. He's finally caught up in the super soft tyres. I mean, in the soft tyres, my mistake. And he's just hoping to make a move anytime soon. Maybe he might happen in this corner. He has the slipstream, but hopefully that slipstream doesn't give him some negativity. Not hitting the wall perfectly there. And here he comes into the DRS zone. And in 3, 2, 1, he's off for the overtake here, going past Jochen Jordi for third place. And Jochen Jordi's not going to give up. I think he's just going to stay behind him, braking early. And that's Limber making a lock up as well as Pedro. But this is a big fight for the podium. Big fight for some big points. Jochen Jordi. Could Jochen Jordi be able to get that podium back from Pedro in the Red Bull? There's been quite a lot of drama happening right now. He apparently needs to make another pit stop soon, but I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon, because he's on the super softs. So it's been quite a bit of a Sunday drive for him, who's first place. So now Jochen, could he be? I don't know. I don't think he can reach Pedro at this time, but maybe if they do make a second stop, they will be able to make a move soon, because Pedro is actually not so far behind Slimbo now, which could overtake him anytime for second. And when Picari makes a pit stop in his little Mercedes, there's going to be a new first position for Pedro if he does make a move on Slimbo. He is actually 0.3 behind. He could do an overtake anytime soon, but can he do it? You've seen the telemetry. He's on the brink for it. Fast lap with a 1.7.8 going through the inside, but there's a bit of a locked up. And just giving Slimbo some space from the outside, so luckily there's been no contact just yet. Here we go into the next DRS zone. Could Pedro make a move here soon in the Red Bull versus Force India? Slimbo versus Pedro. Second position. Could Pedro do it anytime soon? He could do it. He could do it this lap. Could do it next lap. This has been very, very close. Meanwhile, behind Pedro, there is Jochen Jordi still pushing for that third for the third place podium. But there's so far not much any more fights at the moment. There's a Vixar who's four seconds behind Jochen Jordi, and Tough to Handle 7 seconds behind Vixar, and Schnitzel 5 points behind Schnitzel 5 seconds behind Tough to Handle. So it's been there's a bit of a shunt on the barrier there for Jordi, but fortunately for him, I don't think there's been damage, so I think he's just going to continue just for now. But he has lost time now. I can tell he's lost time, but I think Pedro's is up to make a new. Here he comes. DRS. Both from DRS. And here we go. Pedro's making the through here into the first corner. It looks like Slimmerdu's just going to let him pass. Just like that. And I think Pedro has got it. But it looks like Slimmerdu's going to go through the inside. It's very narrow, but I think he's going to let him go first, because I don't think he's going to risk it. And now we have Jochen Jordi's going to make for the move for third place. Slimmerdu's now in trouble. This is going to be very tight. They're neck to neck. They're literally neck to neck. And looks like Slimbo doesn't want to risk it at all. He's just going to let him through. Oh dear. Looks like Slimbo has got himself in a bit of a tizzle here after letting Pedro through in the first corner. And now Pedro's got second place. But we still have some drivers who haven't done any stops. So we haven't got Hipari, who hasn't done a stop yet, and according to this, he might start from 5th place after his pit stop, according to the numbers. But Hipari 15 places up from starting right at the bottom. That's just incredible. Such an incredible driver. But as you can see on the tyres, 11 laps old for Hipari's tyres. Could he be able to go for a pit soon? I don't think so, because I think these tyres go until half the race, because we're actually nearly halfway through. Going into lap 13, now we're officially halfway through. Knocking Geordie. Wow, oh wow, he's gonna try and go for second, isn't he? I don't think he might, because he's on low ERS mode. So I don't think he's gonna do it today, but Pedro is on medium ERS mode, but I don't think Geordie might make a move soon. He's on medium again. He's going to try and make a DRS move here. I don't think it's going to be very much of a push anyways, because he's only on a hint of ERS. I think he will be on overtake. ERS 4, mode 4. I think he could make it for the overtake, but I don't think he might get the place. Keeping the place, he needs to like properly secure it after he overtakes Pedro. But for now, they stay where they are for now. Slimbo is actually quite losing it. Vixar's actually catching up to Slimbo dudes. Not very far from each other. Jock and Geordie. 3rd place in the Haas. Still behind Pedro. Looks like it's Red Bull versus Haas. Not quite close yet, but hopefully stuff will happen soon. Stuff will definitely happen soon. Oh my god, that's good, but isn't. Here comes Jock and Geordie with DRS, going into full mix of overtake, and hopefully gaining some time onto Pedro, which could make Pedro panic. He's on the high, he has enough ERS to go on high. Here we go into the next corner for DRS mode activated. He's on high mode now, also Pedro, so this could be, might not be close enough. He needs to get his slip through, and he does, but there's a braking zone there. Pedro making a bit of a lock up, and Slimbo dude is now out of the picture for a podium at the moment. We do have, we have a move here. We have Tough to Handle in the Mercedes overtaking Hasnain, and I don't know what happened, but he is on fresh super soft, but Hasnain just gave it to him. And with the red glitch, there's there's that satisfying sound if you want to hear that through the whole race. Jock and Geordie, any other story, he's not going to give up. But we have now Ace Hansen in 9th place. He's technically last, but I'm not going to argue. Is he last? I don't think he's last, because he's only 9th. I mean, and there's 16 drivers right at the start. Nah, he's not last. I think Hansen has lost sight of Tough to Handle. I think Tough to Handle is after a comeback after that pit stop, as he's just flying through the Azerbaijan circuit. And Hipari's gone for a pit stop finally, and is going to end up behind Vicstar. Like I just said, I did say he might end up behind or in front of Vicstar, and like I said, he has ended up behind Vicstar. And hopefully, I think he hopes for himself that those tyres could nurse him to the end of the race. Now we have 12 laps to go, so we are literally now halfway through this whole race. Jock and Geordie now officially fighting for first place against Pedro. And Vicstar and Hipari could have a bit of a battle soon. Jock and Geordie actually not so far behind. He has kind of younger tyres than Pedro, as he went in a pit. He went in the pit a lap after when Pedro went in. But we also have Tough to Handle, who has super soft tyres who are 2 laps old, and Hipari, who's on fresh super softs, which is going to give him a big advantage, like a really, really big advantage. But this is a very, very tough race for all these drivers, especially on no assists whatsoever. I mean, I don't know how they're going to get past Monaco. I don't know if we're going to do Monaco this season. I don't know the official calendar yet, because I haven't been seeing it, because I've been busy with other personal reasons. But here we are in Azerbaijan, and we are actually doing a street circuit, and I think everyone's doing pretty well, despite being with 9 times now. But Jock and Geordie, it's been stunning so far for him. Only gone up 2 positions today, and it's not going to stop pushing until he's going to get that first place of Pedro. I mean, he can just taste it. He can just taste it. And at the moment, as you can see from the fastest lap, Tough to Handle with a 140.7 on the fast lap, and Hipari could go for the overtake on Vicstar. Here's another tail. Hipari could win it as well, because he's only gone for his first stop, and I don't think he's going to make any more stops now, as we're now down to 11 laps to go, and we're on lap 16 of 26. And super softs actually last for a very long time, like very, very long, like a few laps less than softs, but it just depends. But there's going to be a fight, because Vicstar is on used softs and Hipari is on used super softs. This is actually going to be a quite close race between these 2 drivers, especially due to their strategies, and also how their also setup is planned, because it also depends on their setup. But Hipari is going to get some DRS here after this corner, catching a slipstream of Vicstar, and he could go for the move. He could on overtake mode as well. Here he comes, Hipari in the Mercedes with Ferrari, and here he comes, checking it easy into the first corner, and just like that, Vicstar has been overtaken, just like Vettel and Hamilton in the World Championship. But that is just an amazing, simple overtake. And in another story, Jock and Geordie has taken first. What the? Pedro's gone? Oh dear, I think Pedro just took a corner too late. And lost. Oh no. Oh no. It seems that Pedro must have took a corner, must have broke too late and went into the exit there, into that little space there. And now Hipari's gone up to 3rd place. He's now heading to overtake Slimadu for 2nd. And his tyres are only two laps. He only had his tyres for only 2 laps. This is a crazy lap. 10 laps to go, and Hipari's third place, and he's just had he only recently just had a pit stop. I think if he gets a podium today, I think it's going to be my driver of the day. He's been an absolute stunner tonight. An absolute stunner. But let's just say, hopefully he doesn't get overconfident about this. Otherwise, he's going to lose it maybe in one place or another. But there we go. Zumba Dude has been overtook by Hipari. And I don't think Thunderdude's not going to give him a chance for that as well. And Pedro's gone to pit maybe for a new front wing. Is he going to go for a new front wing? Oh, he has gone in for a new front wing. There goes, I think that kind of goes this race. So Schnitzler's going to overtake. Yep. there goes Schnitzel, Advanced Apple. Could Tough to Handle go past? Depends. He's about to exit, so there's going to be a fight between Tough to Handle and Pedro. And he has DRS enabled here. He has Fresher. Despite Pedro with Fresher, they both have new super soft tyres. Both in single digits of laps. So this is going to get pretty annoying, this sound. But I'm just going to skip over to Pedro, and there's been another thing happening. Something's happened here! Hipari Late spun! What's happened? Oh dear me, something has definitely happened. I don't know what's happened, but Hipari Late just was facing the other direction. This has been a crazy race tonight, I gotta say. But Vicstar is actually about to overtake Slimmer Dude for second place. Here he comes into the next car. I don't know what Slimmer Dude's doing. He's just letting them pass, and oh wait, he's going into the pits. That must be why he's letting them pass just like that, so easy. But meanwhile at the back, Tough to Handle. I don't think he's going to move quite fast enough to get Pedro. He's going to be like, I think Tough to Handle is going to be like, fight me, come on, let's race for 7th. It's not worth to fight for the podium. And he's just like, nah, I'm just going to go. And just like that, he's just gone. And Hipari's gone into the pits, and he's gone for a front wing change as well. Oh dear me. I think I've spoken too soon about Hipari, because he was at the podium, and now he's just right at the back. He's, well, technically not, but now he's right at the back by 5 seconds, and he's on a new fresh of super softs. This is actually quite unfortunate for him. I think he's gone a bit overconfident for a move, and something must have happened. But now we have some new places that happen, but they still need to take a few stops, which is Schnitzel, who's now in 3rd, and Advanced Apple in 4th. But Slimmerdude's actually not so far behind these drivers, as Slimmerdude might be able to easily overtake Advanced Apple, as Advanced Apple's on low ERS mode, which will give Slimbo the advantage here in Azerbaijan. And I've got to say, this has been a very close race. A wacky race. This has been more like a wacky race, because this is just craziness. But I've got to be honest, in my opinion. But here comes Limbo Dude, going for the overtake. Amazing overtake there, and Advanced Apple's going into the pit, so it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, Advanced Apple's going into pits. His next target is now Schnitzel, and I think somebody's just got to wait for Jock and Jordy and Vicstar to take a pit stop. And you might, I don't know, but it could be likely he might be able to overtake both drivers in the end, and he might get the win after all. But meanwhile, back at the back, Hipari Late just took a move on Advanced Apple after he took a pit stop, but Advanced Apple does have a bit of an advantage as he is on Ultra Softs. Fresh Ultra Softs, to be more precise. It also depends as well, because these Ultra Soft tyres could be tyres he must have used in the quali session, but we'll see. Further in the future. Slimmer Dudes not far behind Schnitzel once again, and he is going to go for a move for a podium, and I think he will do. And Tough to Handle still holds the fastest lap of a 1.40.7. And there is the differences between all these drivers. I think Vicstar and Jock and Jordy will be fighting for the podium still after they take their pit stop for soft tyres. But here comes the number of stops, and there is the places, a lot of places here. Hipari Lake going up 8 places, followed by Ace Assassin with 6. Advanced Apple going up 5. Tough to handle. Hasn't moved anywhere apparently. Pedro has gone down 2. Slimmer's gone down 3 places. Schnitzel so far still needs to make a stop. He's gone up 7 places. And Vixar stayed where he is, and Jockey Geordie gone up 3 places in this race. And there goes Slimmer Dude taking the overtake for 3rd place from Schnitzel, and now he's just gonna push his car. He's gonna push and push and push to reach Vixar and Jock and Geordie. But in another story, in another Wonderland, Pedro is actually not far behind in this fairy tale for the podium, as he's about to overtake Schnitzel anytime soon. But I think he's gonna hold him back, as Slimmer is just going to scurry off away. And oh, into the barrier there, but unfortunately, I think there's no damage at all that happened. So lucky Pedro, no damage has been taken. Pedro still not far behind. Somebody has now the advantage to overtake Vixar in the pits if Vixar goes into the pits anytime soon. And Pedro is about to make an overtake on Schnitzel, could happen anytime soon. Here we go, into a dynamic view, just to make it more better, and there it is. Pedro makes a move for 4th place. And I think Schnitzel, no, he's not going to go into the pits yet, he's not going to give up. He's not going to give up. And Schnitzel has been annihilated by Pedro, and Pedro has a free time penalty for multiple warnings. And all he has to do now is just catch up with Slimbo and overtake him, and he's going to get podium. And he's going to be back where he belongs, which is 3rd place. I'm lost for words about this race tonight. We had 16 drivers, now down to 9. Basically half the drivers are all gone. But it's been one heck of a crazy evening, and I think whenever next race is, I don't know when it is, because there's been another race is happening soon, especially Brazil. Depending when next race is, it's going to be another crazy race. So we're going to head out. I think we're heading over to Spain next week. And then we're going to head over to Monaco next week, so another street circuit in the next few weeks. So this is going to be a crazy week of Formula 1 esports. So Hipari Lake and Advanced Apple are actually trying to reach Hipari. I don't know how to say his name. My mistake if I get it wrong. But Hipari gonna battle out for 7th place, and he's actually not far behind Ace. He's gonna ace for 7th. I don't think he might have a chance. I don't think he might not have enough time to go for 6th place, as he's gonna really go for it. Let's see what ties here. Yep, Ace is on worn 5th. Oh wow, a worn soft tyres, and Hipari's on new super softs again after that little incident that happened earlier. And here we go through into that apex there, and there he is. He could go for a chance here, and they're both on the same ERS mode, but could he make a move? And he's going to make a move it through the inside. Could he do it, and could he make the job done? And he has. Make a giant gap there, and I think Advanced Apple's not going to have he's going to try and be careful now, because Ace Hasnan is going to kind of create a gap here between him. No, he's not. He's going to muck up that corner. He's going to let Advanced Apple through, and that's another move done. This race has been exciting tonight. And now we have both races, Pedro and Slimbo Dude, fighting out for the podium. And I don't think Joaquin Jordi and Victor is going to make a pit stop soon as they're now down to 3 laps to go of the whole race. It all just comes down to Slimbo Dude and Pedro. Who's going to get the podium tonight? And Slimbo Dude's just going to he's going to let him through. Oh my god, what's happened here? And there we go. I think Slimbo Dude's not going to give up. Pedro locking the left there a bit. And I think it's just going to stay on the slipstream of Pedro. And just locking up there again with Pedro. And he's getting the DRS. They're both on the same DRS mode. Slimbo is trying to get the slipstream off him. And he's going to maybe go try from the inside, but he's not going to go to. He's going to nearly hit the back of him. Luckily, they broke at the same time. And Slimbo just lost it at that corner, but Pedro only lost that at that corner at the same time. They're equally matched here, these cars, for podium place. This is crazy, absolute crazy place for podium, especially in the last 3 laps. He goes into the next corner. It's now 9:09 PM GMT here in the UK, and maybe 10:09 European time in the other European countries. But we do have a fearsome battle for podium now in the last 3 laps. I keep. And Slimbo's got a fuel warning. Slimbo's got a fuel warning. He needs to manage his fuel. He's going to go and overtake. Pedro's on 2. Slimbo could go for the move. Could he do it? He's going to go through the inside. And he's going to squeeze through. What a squeeze! And they're going to go neck to neck into the next corner. Pedro's going to lose it. Oh no! He just locked up inside of Slimbo, and Slimbo took that place back. I think Pedro let him through after that incident. But Pedro did a big lockup and just hit Slimbo. It looks like Slimbo is going to stay 3rd place for now until Pedro is going to... Wait, I think Pedro has front wing damage. He's losing a lot of time. I think he has front wing damage. But we have the Schnitzel is actually not so far behind Pedro now, because Pedro is actually losing time. I think he has front wing damage after Slimbo hitting him. I have no idea, but something has happened between those drivers, and now Schnitzel has caught up for 4th place. And Schnitzel's gone up 5 places tonight. So it's been quite the morning drive for him. Sunday drive, I mean, my mistake. Oh, just getting messages from another lead. I'm not gonna say that out loud, otherwise I might get in trouble. But yeah, both not on DRS, but Pedro literally streaming his ERS to go on to hot lap, and he's getting advantage as well, and his fuel's getting a bit low. Last lap of the race, Jock and Geordie, I think he's just going through a Sunday drive now, just taking it easy now, just you know, just taking a nice Sunday drive in Azerbaijan, nice sunny Azerbaijan, because I think he's going to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He's 10 seconds ahead of Vicstar. There's no stopping him now unless back markers, but I don't think there's going to be any back markers, as 7 drivers have crashed out of this race. I'm going to see in the stewards what's happened in the first lap, but it's been a problem in sector 2, and Pedro's out! Pedro's out of the race! We're now down to 8 drivers. We're now down to half the drivers in the whole grid. I don't know what happened, but Pedro is now officially out of the race. We're going to see it in Hansen's point of view and see what happened to Pedro. I don't know what's happened. Don't know where he is. At least he's disappeared now. And Jokin Geordie wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. A shocking final lap for Pedro as he crashes out. And there goes Vixar grabbing second place. And Slimble Dude, who got pole, gone down 2 places, who's going to officially finish 3rd place. A great podium for these drivers. And there goes Schnitzel, who's in the Salvo, finishing 4th place. Tough to handle in 5th. Hippery late in 6th place. And there goes Advanced Apple in 7th, and Ace Hasnin in 8th. And the rest are going to get no points due to them crashing out. This has been one of the most craziest races I ever seen in Apex Online racing history. I don't know if there's been other crazy races than this, but it is Azerbaijan, it's a street circuit, so it surely will be crazy. But there's Jokin Geordie reaching for that trophy in Azerbaijan, winning the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Big moment for him. There's Vixar and also Slimbo Dude getting a trophy there for the podium. And it's got them into the barrier in the crowd. But I think it's time to talk about my driver of the day. Who is going to be my driver of the day, you may ask? I think I'm going to go for Jokin Geordie, who's gone up 3 places. He's done so well today, and he deserves that win, especially that fight with Pedro and Slimbo. I don't think he has any fights with Vixar, because Vixar just with pit strategies and everything, he just stayed 2nd. Unfortunately for Pedro, he didn't finish. So close to finish, but he DNF'd right at the end. But here is technically your top 8. This is your top 8 of the race. And we're just gonna. This has just been one crazy roundabout of a race here in Azerbaijan. But to remind you again, Jokin Geordie first, Vixar, Slimbo Dude, Schnitzel, Tough to Handle, Hipari, Advanced Apple, and Ace Hasnin has finished. Only 8 drivers finished tonight, and the rest, they just crashed out. We're just down to half. But incredible driving from all its drivers, including Schnitzel. I don't think. I think that's, well, from my point of view, that's Schnitzel's highest finish tonight, and that's another win here in Azerbaijan. And as everyone's leaving the game, I think I should be leaving too. My name is Nevermiss, also known as Free Tech Studios on YouTube. You have just witnessed the greatest race in Apex Online history in the F4 League. I thank everyone for joining in tonight's race, and also a huge congrats to the winner of this race, which is Jokin Geordie in the Haas. And everyone's slowly leaving, so I better get out of this server too. And I'll see you next time, as we're going to head over, I think it's Spain next, if I'm correct. And then after that, we're going to head over to Monaco, which is going to be a big challenge after Spain. And let me just search it up quickly. But anyhow, I think the next race will be Spain. And we thank everyone for watching tonight. And yep, the next race is Spanish Grand Prix. So tonight's race is Spain. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the comments. I did see some comments from last. There's been some congrats for Schnitzel. And a lot of shoutouts for this channel from the Nightbot, and also Vixar saying that broke his wing twice, and a very lucky podium. I think that is a lucky podium for you, Vixar. And I think that is going to be the end of this stream here in the PS4 F4 League for the Hype Energy F1 Championship. I want to thank everyone for watching. I'll see you next time for the Spanish Grand Prix, and hopefully Luke will be back with me in a commentator's box. it would be more fun if Luke was here, but here we go. But I'll see you next time for Spain, whenever that's gonna happen, because I think the next Grand Prix is in Brazil, so I think we might not stream next time. Just depends what time they do the races. But but yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go now. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll see you next time in Spanish Grand Prix. Once again, this is Free Tech, also known as Never Miss, signing off this broadcast. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.